Welcome back to Hartfelt Beer Reviews. My name is Kyle Hart. It has been a long hiatus since my last beer review. I can't be more excited about the beer I'm about to review because it's an exceptionally rare Imperial Stout collaborated with other half out of Brooklyn, New York and Grimm Brewing Company. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure where Grimm is out of off the top of my head. I should have looked it up before I did this video. But anyway, this was sent by my dear friend Jonathan Troville, the other gentleman doing beer reviews on this channel. I can't state enough how incredibly rare this is. I've had a variation of this beer that happened to be 17%. But anyway, let's get the details of this beer. This is a bourbon barrel aged jam don't shake. So what that is an Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels brewed with cherries and peanut butter. I know, this is incredible. I can imagine. So I've had one that wasn't barrel aged, but it was 17%, which is just insane. So I've always wondered what this beer would be like if it were barrel aged. So here we are, bourbon barrel aged. Not just oak aged or oak stave aged, bourbon barrel aged. I'm really hoping that bourbon's not too strong. I'm also hoping to really get actual bourbon oak undertones instead of just higher ethanol count, which I, in fact, am worried about. I prefer my stouts to be kind of oily and viscous. I really don't care for a thin, mouthfeel stout. I think that can really have negative effects and overall finish to the beer. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I have no idea what this beer looks like, smells like, or tastes like. If my friend Jonathan is anything to go by, which he very much is, he is a certified beer cicerone and a BJCP beer judge, so he would know, if anyone, that the quality of this beer is second to none. Let's get this open. Let's get a nice hard pour to see how much head I can get on this beer. See if it retains very well. See if the bubbles are compact. If there's any lacing. I want to be able to see how opaque this beer is. And then get the final aroma and taste for you. And get the final profile finish. So, cheers. I haven't had a beer of this heftiness, or of this, I wouldn't say girth, but I haven't had a beer. Oh man, I'm sorry. This is 100% uncrustable. You know those little snacks, that peanut butter and jellies that you'd get in elementary school? This is that. Oh my god, the peanut butter. Oh. Okay, let's just go ahead and get a pour. I'm not expecting a lot of head on this for being 12.5% alcohol, but I'm going to try. Like I said, not a whole lot. Half a finger's worth, very compact bubbles. Oh my lord. I mean, I can definitely smell the bourbon. At the moment, I can't really tell because I'm not really getting a whole lot of cherries. I let this sit out for about 12 minutes before I poured it so it could kind of warm up a little bit. Not necessarily to room temperature, but these beers are so big. They have so much flavor profile and so much depth and so much characteristics that your palate really can't acclimate to the certain flavors that it's allowing if it's too cold. So I've allowed it to warm. I can't really smell the cherries. I definitely smell a sweetness, but it's almost melded and balanced so well that I'm not being able to discern the noticeable differences in the aroma. More so, it's blending to the point that this is like almost liquid peanut butter and jelly in a beer that's been barrel aged, which is fucking, I can't handle it. Sorry for the profanity, I'm just extremely excited. So I get peanut shell. I mean, a legitimately genuine peanut, not a peanut syrup or not a artificial by any means. I almost get a little salinity from the peanuts or from the barrel, which is naturally occurring when aging whiskey. Almost a soft caramel. And I get a jamminess to it. This is jam, don't shake. I definitely get a jamminess to it. I don't know if I can discern whether it's cherry or not. Like I said, I've had one of these that was raspberry and peanut butter, which is also very rare. I actually had on tap about a year ago. chocolate. Just the aroma itself is unlike anything I have ever smelled in any beer. I've had well over 1,000 beers in my time spending to become a beer professional, and this already, as far as aroma, is one of the better beers of all time that I've ever had. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Let's quit wasting time. Let's dive right into this beer so I can tell you the final review, in my opinion, on this beer. Good, bad, or negative, or indifferent. I'm going to give you the best of my ability, the rating on this beer. Cheers. I don't know. I'm so excited. Oh my Lord. Oh God. I'm sorry. I'm overcome. I'm overcome. This beer is absolutely the best stout I've ever had in my life. I'm a massive fan of the Bourbon County series by Goose Island, the Death Star series by Revolution. They are the Hunapoos, the Marshall Zukevs from Cigar City, the Dark Lords from Three Floyds. I've had them all, and I've had variants that people can't get their hands on, and this blows them all away. And I've had one sip of this beer. I don't know what else to say other than I am completely mind blown. I know that doesn't give you a whole lot to work with at the moment, but I am going to dive deeper into this. This is incredible. I mean, 100% peanut butter, creamy peanut butter to be exact. It's almost like they brewed with Jiffy peanut butter. It's incredible. Like I said, I can't discern if it's cherries, but I get the jamminess. And you know what? I really don't care if it's cherries or blackberries or raspberries or strawberries. This is the best blended, melded, aged, balanced, however you want to say it, of all beers that I have ever had in my entire life. You get a subtle chocolate note to it, not syrupy, just this off kind of fudginess. And the barrel is not forward, but it's not in the background. Like I said, this is just the most balanced beer, not just stout, beer I have ever had. 12.5%, you know, it's a big one. It's a big boy. This is not something you're going to just drink in 10 minutes. I mean, I guess you could, but if you do, you would probably regret it because you wouldn't remember having it, and two, you wouldn't be able to experience this awesome, awesome beer. Jam Don't Shake, again, it's a collaboration. It's a 12.5% Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon barrels, brewed with cherries and peanut butter. Other half, Grimm, collaboration. This beer is godly. I cannot overstate that enough. One more sip, get the final review. I already know this is an A+. Jonathan already knows this is an A+, and I'm sure all of you out there that are watching this review know that this is a perfect, dare I say, perfect beer. Cheers, and I'm glad to be able to join you on Hartfelt Beer Reviews once again for a fantastic review. "100% peanut butter and jelly. That's it. It's like a child's fantasy. Okay, this is it. This is it. It can't go any farther. It can't go any farther. This is it. This is it. I can't explain to you until you have one of these beers. I'm not sure 100% of what this costs. I believe my friend paid $20 to $40 for it. I'm going to assume up to the higher scale, like around $40. And I know that they definitely don't distribute this as brewery only. He picked this up in Rochester, New York about 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe less than that. But this beer is the merchandise. 100% best beer I've ever had. This is one for a lifetime. An experience for all that are into craft beer, such as I or my partner, Jonathan Troville. Please find this, trade this, buy this, drink this. Don't wait. Don't age it. Drink it now. Thank you again. My name has been Kyle from Hartfelt Beer Reviews. I'm glad you joined me in for this review. Have a good night.